Very good morning. I believe it's Wednesday, and for New York drivers. Huge victory for New York drivers. Fantastic, and I'm going to go into that. Then I also want to announce that I am organizing a strike, and it's going to be in form of a drive-by around the buildings in Century City and in Los Angeles at Gibson Dunn and Crutcher, and I'm coordinating with the media on a day so that they can show up. I'll also be seeking some donations for signs. We're going to make a lot of signs and expose these legal cockroaches that are involved in over 50 cases. 50, listen to that, 50 cases against us. Done a lot of research on them. Gibson Dunn made $2 billion in 2019, right? And we are going to expose this company big time. Social distancing, masks, not even going to create crowds or protests, right? Drive-by around the buildings. It's been done successfully in Sacramento. It's been done successfully in San Francisco at the Uber and Lyft HQ. It can also be done here in LA, right? They did it at LAX, close to the In-N-Out by the airport. Tons and tons of media showed up, right? People need to understand, the public needs to understand what this law firm is doing to gig workers. It's wrong. Denying them their rights, denying them their health benefits, working against gig workers at every step of the way, making sure you don't get to that finishing marathon line, right? They play the long game, the prolonging game. File, 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 delay, delay, delay. And they're doing this intentionally so we can't get to our aid, our help that we need during the pandemic, the health benefits, our basic rights, increase in pay, hazard pay. They are stopping us everywhere. And they are the main culprits behind the misclassification. A lot of focus is on Uber and Lyft, but we have to truly shame this company in the public, my friends, and show the world, show other people that you just cannot support Gibson Dunn, right? And we're going to bring the battle to them on social media. And it's already rippling through social media on Facebook, YouTube. And I'm going to spearhead this. I'm going to get I'm going to get the LA Times there, La Opinion, all the local papers, our local stations, KTLA, etc., to highlight what Gibson Dunn and Crutcher are doing to us, what they are doing to 4 million plus workers worldwide, fighting 50 lawsuits against us. Marco Lugo's in the house, Tommy's in the house, Carl's in the house, Iluta's in the house. I welcome you all. Now, let's talk about a big victory, and hopefully tonight, it's Wednesday, 9 hours plus, so the UK courts should be winding down. It was a 48-hour process. We should have big news tonight, and my money, I'm loading the chips on the drivers, and drivers are having more and more, they're getting more and more victories. Why? Because they are not surrendering, they're not giving up on the battle, right? They know what's wrong, they know what's right, and we have to literally just reframe it for these executives who are so completely out of whack, right, are so delusional in their billions of dollars, thinking that they can suppress, thinking that they can oppress these drivers and gig workers and do what they want with us. No, we will not be bullied around, right? You know, that school boy bully on the playground, we're going to knock them out. Those law firms, those CEOs, we are going to knock them out on social media, my friends. That's the battle we're bringing to them. Roberto Neck is in the house. He's running for president. Good. Anyone else but the current guy, so you get my support. So I will vote for you. Doesn't matter what your credentials are, we'll vote for you. Remember that phrase. Anyway, Uber and Lyft drivers win ruling on unemployment benefits. That's huge, right? There's so many people waiting for unemployment benefits. I am so happy that the East Coast has shown a big victory, right? That a federal judge's decision in New York is a key victory in efforts to secure the protections extended to the workers. Get them the money. They are owed that money. Why are they withholding the money from these drivers? So congratulations to those that packaged that up, that fought that. Drivers for Uber and Lyft want a key victory. And by the way, thank you to Noam Scheiber for writing this. New York Times. Drivers for Uber and Lyft won a key victory on Tuesday in their continuing effort to be treated like other workers when a federal judge in New York ruled that the state must promptly begin paying them unemployment benefits. Why is the state withholding monies from these gig workers, right? You know, why do people here get money? Why do people some people in California, some people don't get it in Nevada, some people don't get it in New York? What's the deal? Pay the people. Those are the monies that was decided within that budget in that $2 trillion, right? Just like we're wrangling now, the Republicans have offered $200 continuous payments and a $1 trillion. That's, you know, battling it out for that second stage of funding. But these past monies are due, right? These past monies are due. Giorgio Schneider, please send me your credentials, Roberto. Send me your credentials, Jose, and we will do a little comedy video on you two guys running for president and vice president. I'm game. Look, you might be highly qualified. I'm giving you a shout out right now. Roberto Neck for president and Jose Gomez as his VP. But I need to see your deck, your CV, your curriculum vitae, what you made of, what, you know, what you have. What do you have to show these 300 million plus citizens, Jose? But I like the idea. I love comedy. And, you know, if we can inject a little bit of fun and humor in there. Edwin Kange, hello, Africa. Tell me how you're doing. How's my buddy in Ghana doing? Shout out. Much love to you, Edwin, and your family. Hopefully you're doing great. Send them my love. Hopefully you're staying safe over there. And great that we have representation from Africa. I hope that some people from the UK can jump in and give us a little bit of feedback what's happening in their news, because I certainly want to see a huge victory, a huge slap down on Uber and Lyft as far as, sorry, not Lyft, Lyft's not in the UK, but on Uber as far as the drivers versus Uber in the UK Supreme Court. Roberto Nex says, I think about 4 months ago, you flushed my other account. Yeah, that's because you were trolling and trash talking. So if you reinvented yourself as Roberto Neck, as long as you don't like get all the politics involved here, we cool. Let me just see. That's got a little message there. So many drivers have waged a long legal and political battle with the companies over their employment status. Uber and Lyft have maintained that drivers are independent contractors who are not entitled to standard employment protections, such as a minimum wage, overtime pay, and unemployment insurance. The companies have gone to elaborate lengths to prosecute this argument, including spending tens of millions of dollars on a ballot measure that would exempt their drivers from a California law. Okay, good. So this year, the ruling resulted from a lawsuit filed in late May by drivers and an advocacy group called the New York Taxi Workers Alliance, who argued that the state was taking months to pay unemployed drivers while typically processing benefits for other workers in 2 to 3 weeks. Exactly. Why were those people not paid in time? Sherelle is in the house. Good to talk to you in LB the other day. He said that George Snyder says the 71-year-old lady would have been alive if she got her PUA on time. Yeah, that's sad, dude. That's just absolutely sad. So I will be announcing the details on this protest. It's going to be a peaceful protest. We are going to do social distancing. Why? Because we're going to drive around in our cars around the building of Gibson Dunn Crutcher in Century City, as well as downtown LA, with signs, honking, and we'll get the media there. Jeff Lawson, how are you today, my friend? Cool. Rick Nelson says, hi, Sherelle. Also nice talking with you. I believe Rick and Sherelle were in Long Beach yesterday. I was in Long Beach. Oh, no, you were there the day before. I was in Long Beach yesterday. So I'll be making more videos on this. The next topic that I wish to bring up here is that prosecutors are seeking a 27-month prison sentence for former Uber executive. Listen to this. Prosecutors are reportedly seeking to imprison the former head of Uber's self-driving vehicle division over claims that he stole documents from Google before leaving the company for Uber. Reuters reported that prosecutors want Anthony Lewandowski to spend 27 months in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised, released, and a fine. Lewandowski's lawyers have asked for his potential prison sentence to be reconsidered. Is unfortunately no exaggeration to say that a prison sentence to ability to control the spread of the coronavirus. So they're scared that their boy is going to go to prison and get COVID. So, they want to stay. They don't want him to be locked up. They want home imprisonment. And but that's the first Uber executive that might go off to jail, and rather embarrassing for Uber. I'm sure they're doing a lot of damage control out there. Now, the big story that I'm waiting on, I'm checking on the news, I'm refreshing the screen, putting in Uber news, Lyft news, as Uber braces for UK legal battles that could end its reign in London. And Gibson, Dunn, and Crutcher better brace for strikes that we are organizing. We're going to humiliate these fools. It's going to cost them a lot of business, right? It's going to cost them a lot of business because we are going to connect with other companies. We're going to connect with the public. We're going to connect with the riders and show what Gibson Dunn are doing to drivers around the world. Thumbs up, everyone. I only have 11. You can pump it up to 15 at least. If I can get 15 of the 30 people in the room, I'll be super, super happy. Ed Steigelmeier says, good for the bastard. Cool. Anyway, I got back-to-back 2 streams going here, which is great. So we'll get the story out twofold. And anybody that wishes to help with the logistics on this in the background, right? A lot of work goes into getting the licenses, the go-aheads from the city to do a peaceful, safe strike just by cars driving around the building with signs exposing them. Anytime we can get these roaches into the media, it's a victory for us. We've got to keep the pressure relentlessly against these corporations and attorneys, right? And I see myself as a voice for drivers. My channel has pretty much morphed into that. Uber and Lyft have stolen millions and millions and millions of dollars from hardworking essential drivers by changing the laws, by misclassifying them, and we got to set the record straight. What happened to GOAT? Good question. GOAT is incorporated, the software is incorporated into the Canadian model, the co-op model. Everything that was written code-wise has been handed over because that will address the scheduled trips, the planned trips, where you can have your top 5 drivers. So a lot of programming has literally been handed over. They are working around the clock. The co-op in Canada, I'm working with them. We touch base at least 2 to 3 times a week, moving that forward. And everything that we have done there will be put to a good use, right? We're not going to spread ourselves thin. We're going to go after the money. We're getting big grants through the co-op. It's easier to get big grants. So, instead of trying to chase after angel investors and venture capital companies in these times to try and sell rideshare, which is a difficult one, we sort of create a hybrid rideshare platform that has a lot to do with deliveries, with scheduled pickups, and we have lent all of that coding to the guys in Canada. I appreciate you, Ed. Thank you for asking. So please do me a huge favor. Help circulate the news. I've probably pushed out, how many tweets did I push out there this morning? Multiple ones. There, you can see all the tweets. that are already being circulated. America's top corporate law firm screwing gig workers. Look, we got to hold the light up to these cockroaches. We got to show who is working behind the scenes against us. Not enough YouTubers. You're not getting paid for the referrals, right? So if you've built your channel to promote and build and get referrals like I have, and I'll own that right away. I mean, they call me the king of referrals, right? I mean, I've probably made about 8,400 videos, have recruited thousands and thousands of drivers for Uber and Lyft. Still, I'm owed money on both Uber and Lyft for all the drivers that they have not paid, right? But somewhere along the line, my channel morphed in more to a advice channel. How can you get your money back? Because at some point when Derek K came into the mix, Travis 2.0, he found every creative way to take away, not to give, not to build with drivers, but to take away. Lessen the earnings, take away more rights, take away more health benefits, make sure they don't get the money initially during the pandemic. We had to fight in social media like crazy in order to get certain drivers that were affected by COVID paid. Uber did not want to pay. So you got to take the battle to them. Theo says, I bought a 2020 Cadillac Escalade Platinum. How do I make the most money? What did you pay for it, my friend? I'm just curious what you paid for it. You need to get your, if you have the money for a 2020 Cadillac Escalade Platinum, which is a beautiful car, Karma will indeed get them, Ed Steigelmeier. You're right on that. If you have the money for a 2020 Cadillac Escalade Platinum, you better have the money set aside. $85,000. That's a pretty good price. It all depends what year. Oh, it's a 2020 with how many miles? How many miles did it have on it? That's my next question. You have to have the money set aside and get your TCP, your state license, so that you can start a limo company, right? And I explain that here. In fact, the other day, I pushed out a video, use this code, RDS30, when you're joining up there. I pushed out a video with the CEO of Business Rocket. You may have come across the video. It was about TCP. He shared some really, really good pointers, and he's probably the best guy to get the paperwork done. That's if you're in California. If you're outside of California, he can help you as well. You want to set at least $800 to $1,500 aside. Depends on state. They have different fees. Nevada has different fees. California is probably the state that takes the highest fees for you to start up your own limo charter company. But you got to, oh, it has a bench seat. Fantastic. What mileage? Oh, around 6,000 miles. That's really good. That's brand new car. That's a car that somebody bought and was probably repoed because they lost their business they couldn't make the first few payments during COVID. That's my guess there. They went big and flashy. They bought a 2020 Cadillac, top dollars, brand new, put a couple of thousand miles, probably lost their business and couldn't make the payments, was repoed probably by the dealers. Did you get it at an auction? Did you get it through a dealer? Where did you get it? Isaac Rico's in the house, flexing. I love it. Show the muscle. And my friends, please help me circulate the video. I will be organizing a strike. It's going to be a drive-by strike, no drive-by shooting, just a drive-by strike with big signs, protesting, striking against Gibson Dunn and Crutcher. I remind you, they made $2 billion in 2019, headed by Ted Boutros. Maybe a smart attorney, no doubt about it, but he is denying workers' rights. He is working against gig workers worldwide, right? We haven't given them enough exposure. They deserve this negative exposure, right? We're sort of always concentrating on Uber and Lyft. Yes, they are the bad guys, but who are they paying? We got to scare these law firms that want to do business with Uber and Lyft and take that money and fight us 4 million strong. We got to shine the light on them as well, right? It cannot just only be on Uber and Lyft. Theo got it through a dealership in New York City. That's awesome. Well, so you're in New York City. You definitely have to look into getting your papers for a private limo license. Get your TCN or whatever they call it in New York City and make sure that you start recruiting private clients, because that's where the money is. If we can get some more thumbs up, people, that'll be great. Ed says, love to hear drivers doing good. Likewise, if a driver's doing good, I'm happy. If they're making money and staying safe, I'm happy, right? If you're collecting unemployment and keeping your family safe, I'm just as happy for you, right? So, and huge news here, huge news. Under the ruling, the State Department of Labor has 7 days to convene and train a work group of several dozen staff members who will identify backlog claims by drivers who have sought reconsideration after being told that they were ineligible, and take the necessary steps to pay them promptly, pay them within 7 days. They're sitting there, they cannot feed their families, they probably cannot pay their rent. They have been under the stimulus umbrella. They were promised, they didn't get the money, and they kept on fighting relentlessly. It shows if you do not give up in life, if you have a cause, if you have a mission, if you have a goal, and you stick to it, you will achieve it, my friends. Stay focused. Keep your eye on the ball. These guys kept the eye on the ball. We did not get our money, we'll come after our money. We did not get our money, we'll come after our money. We did not get our money, we'll come after our money. And guess what? They got their money because they had the eye on the prize, right? So whatever you do, like my friend Theo here, dropped a lot of money on a 2020 Cadillac, $85,000, 6,000 miles. Keep your eye on the prize. The prize is, got to make sure that you're on 2 or 3 ride-share platforms, right? Bringing in the money, making those payments. And at the same time, check it out on my website, how I show you how to recruit those private clients and start building out your private clientele to make that $85,000 work for you. Mario Cedillo's in the house. What's up, buddy? Jimmy says, hello, everyone. And Ed Steigelmeier says, we need to fight, and we will fight. And like I said, if it's a 12-round fight, we get in, we club, so that there is a unanimous decision after 12 rounds, just like there will be in the UK, just like there today or tomorrow, just like there was in New York yesterday. They got into the ring with Uber and the attorneys for 12 rounds. And guess who lost? Uber. And guess who lost? Their attorneys, because they looked silly. They lost, right? That was a defeat in the public eye. And we are going to defeat Gibson Dunn. We are going to humiliate them in public, right? We're going to humiliate this guy. I'm going to make big signs with this Ted Boutros guy on there, right? And the other 3 amigos that are fighting us, I'll have signs out there. The 3 amigos that are fighting the gig world. We're going to humiliate these characters. They're going to see their mugshots. They're going to see their fake smiles on TV, right? We're going to hold the line. We're going to make them famous, but actually infamous. So We Got You Monroe says, we got you, Monroe. What's up, everyone? We welcome We Got You Monroe. I like it. Mario, I was in Long Beach yesterday. I will be in Long Beach today. I have private clients today that I'm picking up at 12:30 in Hidden Hills. Beautiful address. Don Whitmer's in the house. Which channel can I find videos about getting private clients or starting a fleet? After you've watched the videos, I then spend the time with you on the phone, about 30 to 60 minutes, because you got to really, Mark Caesar says, be sure you don't break any laws with your signs. Sure, I'll have an attorney go over that. Believe me, I'm not going to just wander in there. I'll make 100% sure that we cover all the bases, and I appreciate, because he's right. You got to, if you're exposing legal eagles, you better make sure that you are doing it the right way, because Mark is right. They will come after you. So you got to play by the book, right? So this here, Don, sorry, I went slightly off topic there. On topic, off topic. But use the code. Go through the videos, check it out, and then we get on the phone. Because there's a lot of do's and don'ts before you start a fleet. And when you're starting a fleet, you number one, you are your company's own first driver, and then you build on your experience, right? Fernando Avina says, I like your channel and I always follow what you've been saying. I'm happy to see little changes Uber did on the drivers app for sure. That's not enough, but things are getting better. I'm from Los Angeles. Beautiful. I welcome you in Los Angeles. I hope we get a chance to have an in and out together or a coffee, Fernando. I appreciate your feedback. We keep on, look, we do our best. We keep on trying and we push for change. Eventually, change comes. But that's only through perseverance and keeping the eye on the ball. We're staying focused, and it's not just LA. We want the same for Vegas. We want the same for Miami. We want the same for Parsippany, New Jersey. We want the same for Queens, New York, wherever the drivers are, right? We want better rights, better pay, all across the board, better mileage rates, right? Better mileage rates. Rick Nelson says, I just sent you an email of Lyft's latest takeaway of the driver app. You did? You sent me an email? Because it's Rick, I'll check it right now. There he is, Rick Nelson in the house. Deals from Costco, deals from Sirius XM, Rick Nelson. Oh, wow. Thanks. This is right now. This is huge news. Destination info is going away for now. Wow. Interesting. So in California, destination info is this is a video that I got to make right away. We introduced a trial feature to give you visibility into your passengers so that they gave you something. They're now taking it away, and maybe they'll bring it back. For now, that means maybe we'll bring it back. They won't bring it back, right? So we introduced a trial feature to give you visibility into your passenger's destination before accepting a ride. We're making some necessary adjustments. So we've turned off that feature for now. Oh my God, read this SHIT. Rick, I appreciate you. Only Lyft and Uber can come up with lines like this. Destination info is going away for now. We gave you the destination info so we could show that we semi-comply with AB5 and all the lawsuits we're facing. We had to do it, right? But now that it's not really working, this feature in our advantage, it's helping the drivers choose where they want to go, pick and choose, right? Cherry pick. It's not helping the company, so it will be going away. It'll be going away. And it may come back. It's only just for now. We're making some necessary adjustments, so we've turned off that feature for now. Holy crap. Uber is sure to follow. Thank you, Rick. And Sherelle, you bet that Uber is going to follow. How do these guys, seriously, how do these guys operate? How do these guys operate? Rick, that's a good one. That's a really, really good story. I should make a video about that right after this. I have a Zoom meeting at 11, and then I have clients at 12. So I got to, that my friend, I'm going to okay that line. I don't know why YouTube blocked that, but JW says, what a crock of SHIT. They have us by the jewels. I mean, seriously, folks, right? Uber and Lyft trying to, this information has to go straight to like Javier Becerra and the attorneys that are fighting them on AB5. Because they built this feature to try and circumvent the lawsuit, right? Showing the outside world, or showing California, hey, we sort of like semi-complying. We're going to show you the destination filter. Because a true independent contractor always sees where he or she is going. And then destination info is going away for now. So a couple of months later, for now, It's going away. It's not working for them. Keep the driver in the dark. That's the whole thing, right? There's no clarity here. There's no sharing information with the driver. We got a hammer. We got a hammer Lyft on this one. Well, of course, there are more cancellations when the drivers find out where they're going, and they're entitled under a true independent contractorship. You're entitled to cancel and take, accept, create your rates, right? If you are an independent contractor, you're not independent if they are controlling you. They're controlling all factors. Now they're controlling your destination again because you're not going to see it, right? Taking away, they have the control over you. Hammer, 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 hammer time. Jeff Lawson, I did not know that. Thank you for that update. North Carolina took it away 2 weeks ago. Same message showed up when online while working. Wow. So you got the same message. This is just a Cali message. North Carolina, thanks to Jeff, said they saw it 2 weeks ago. What a crock of shit. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, I got to let this sink in here, right? Trying to fool California, they introduce and show the destination, only to take it away again. But it may come back. It may come back. Just for now. It's just for now. I mean, it's like John Zimmer, Logan Green. How do your brains operate? How do you get dressed in the morning, right? Do you put underpants on your head? Do you put your socks on your ears? Do you put your shoes on your hand? I mean, how do you guys operate? You're all over the effing place. Ay, 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 ay. Bring out a feature to try and combat legal teams. Says this is a pretty good idea. We'll have them spend millions of dollars creating this feature to circumvent AB5, only to take it away a few months again. Ay, 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 ay. David Garcia in the room. Good morning. Good morning, rideshare community. We need to be mindful that the election is getting so close and that there are many trolls working against us and Uber Lyft. Of course, that's very true. We've got to be mindful of that. Tris, they are testing it now and going to wait and see if they win the ballot or not. Yeah, that's what. And listen, Javier Becerra, Attorney General of LA, of California, listen up. If you want to beat these guys, revoke their license. Have the balls to do that, right? He has the authority to do that. And Don says, and Lyft wants us to believe we're independent contractors. You're not independent if you can't even see where you're driving. We'll keep you in the dark. You may drive there, you may drive there. At least that was a step, a minute step in the right direction by showing people, do they want to drive to that area? No, I'm going to decline that trip. I'm going to take this trip, right? Freedom of choice. You're an independent contractor. You have the freedom to choose independently where you want to go, when you want to go, how you want to go. Now those rights are taken away from you. We need to push to vote no against Proposition 22. That's a good point. I should put more exactly. You know what? Good point. So vote no on Prop 22. And they obviously want the public to vote yes on Prop 22. So I will be making more videos on that. Very good point, David. A lot of focus needs to be put there. We need to start circulating those, Prop 22. But believe me, when I start pushing against Prop 22, the trolls will be coming, right? Because anyone that attacks a proposition that they have put millions, $110 million into, they don't want to have it jeopardized. So they will come after you. And those trolls will reemerge in the room, right? Believe me, they will be back. They will be back, right? If we start pushing no on Prop 22. These guys will be back, right? They will be back. Jimmy Abshad Echo says, sounds like they're piggybacking off the riders employ the drivers philosophy. Yeah, I mean, listen, they changed. Like I said, the guys don't know when they get dressed in the morning, these executives, they don't know how their day is going to run. They change stuff randomly. The one day they put their socks on their hands, right? They put their underpants on the head. These guys do not know how to dress their company. They're all over the show. They're all over the show. But this is just another disgusting tactic. Hey, we have shown the world, big PR campaign, that we are making you true independent contractors by showing you the destination only to take it away. But it may be back. It's only for now. Look at that ambiguous BS language. That's who we're dealing with. Deserves another video. That deserves another video, my friends. Well, Tris, we are going to do another strike, and these type of things are going to flow into there, but it's going to be a strike of a different nature. We'll do it in cars with signs. We'll all be wearing our masks, honking the horns, got to get the green light from the city first, right? But we need to keep the pressure on, just like the guys in the UK did, just like the guys in New York did. They just got a victory. We need to keep the pressure. And I'm going to expose that Ted Boutros. I'm going to expose that Randall Heimovicki. I'm going to expose Katie Weitzman. I'm going to expose Tony West. I'm going to expose Josh Lipschitz. I'm going to expose Theana Vangelis, all the people that are working against millions and millions of drivers, because that's your only ammo, that's your only game, is to destroy their lives. Are we going to stop that? We are going to stop that. We got 29. I know we can get to 30. I got to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. I know we can get to 30. So whoever hasn't clapped this one, thumbs up, everybody thumbs up. Whoosh, whoosh, as Dustin said, whoosh, Smakovich time. Thank you. And these are the Century City, downtown LA. That's what we're going to organize. We're going to circle their buildings. While cameras are rolling, while people are taking photographs. Ellie Abbott in the house. Hopefully you're doing well. Teddy T is in the house. Was lucky number 30 today. Ellie says I was number 30. You guys can fight over number 30. In my eyes, you're both number 30. Both number 30. It's Moose is in the house. Just joined. New York drivers win a massive ruling. Beautiful. There it is. Let me show you. There it is. Uber and Lyft drivers win ruling on unemployment benefits. Pay the people that have been waiting, New York. They have 7 days. Show me the money. Show me the money. Pay them. Pay them. Give them the bills. Pay them. Pay them the money that they're owed, New York. They won that ruling. They fought for their money. Now you pay them. In the UK, we're going to get another victory. We will get paid. Gibson Dunn, we are going to run your law firm out of business. We are going to get better pay. That's what we are fighting for, my friends. All right. I got to rock and roll. Do me a huge favor. Go on to Twitter, retweet the stories, push the links out on Facebook, make your own videos. Talk about the victories that we are bringing in. Show them that we're getting victories. It's very important. We're not just like shouting and protesting and striking, but we're actually starting to get victories now. That's a beautiful thing. Within the next 30 days, Don, there's obviously a lot of logistics behind the scenes. a lot of coordinating, also talking to other attorneys, making sure that's all legally tight, right? Because if you are going to go out there and expose a company like Gibson Dunn, who made $2 billion in 2019, you better have big goonies, right? Which is fine, willing to do that. It's time to rumble. It's time to rumble in the jungle. All right, my friends, Joey Black Beast is in the house. Boom, 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 going back to my room. All right, my friends, I appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you for the 36 lights. Thank you for the support. Thank you for, elevating the energy, the broadcast, the frequency. We're going to get it out there. We're going to keep it going. And congratulations, New York. And hopefully I can say soon, congratulations, United Kingdom, to the drivers, right? Boom, boom, boom. We're coming. Joey Black, have a good one, my friend. Teddy, have a good one. Mark, everyone, Sherelle, Tris, Don, all of you. Anyone that I've left out, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And we keep the fight alive. Have a great day, my friends. Be safe. Take care of your families. Wear the masks, right? Wear those masks. And soon, my friends, very soon, we will be circling these headquarters, bringing attention to this. Watch out, Gibson Dunn. We are coming. Derek A., are you out there? Are you out there, Derek A.? Can you hear me? We are coming. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. We got to have a little bit of fun and humor right during this stream. Talk about the serious stuff. We also have to remember that we always have to have a good laugh. Don't you agree? With that, God bless. Have a fantastic day. Thank you, my friends, in that